Automation and Robotics. Hello everyone. Our topic for today is all about automation and robotics. But before we will proceed to our topic, let us first discuss the meaning of automation and robotics. What is automation? Automation is the process of using physical machine, computer software, and other technologies to perform tasks that are usually done by human, while robotics is the process of designing, creating, and using robots to perform a certain task. Now we know what's the meaning of automation and robotics. Let's proceed to each example. What are some examples of automation and robotics? So here are some examples of automation and robotics that we use here in the Philippines.
Collaborative robot. Introducing the collaborative robot. Manufacturer, Universal Robots Company, Odense, Denmark. Model number, UR3. The Danish robot manufacturer just released its new version of collaborative robot in March 2015. The UR3 is the smallest collaborative robot from Universal Robots, and is the perfect choice for companies looking to automate applications that require 6-axis capabilities where size, safety and costs are critical. The UR3 has been designed for smaller applications. It is now easier to automate small part process. Since the robot is more compact, it can basically be fixed on a table. Some targeted applications might include soldering, gluing, screwing, painting, pick and place, operating hand tools, laboratory work and fume hood tasks. UR3 robot is easy to use. It is easy to mount in a machine. It is faster. It has more rigid design. It has proven UI and workflow. It has big ecosystem of tools, integrators, programs and use cases. The compact tabletop robot weighs 11 kilograms, 24.3 pounds, but the arm has 6-axis and has a payload of 3 kilograms, 6.8 pounds, 360-degree rotation on all wrist joint and infinite rotation on the end joint. The collaborative robot will copy the movement and get to work. They are designed using smart technologies that integrate the sensors that can detect people in their way and avoid collisions. Advantages: it can be used in separate workstation mounted on the table. With the UR3 robot in a workplace, it can help people to do their job faster, that can save enough time to do more tasks. They can increase productivity, reduce injury and boost morale. Can work alongside with the people effectively with no safety precautions needed. They are simple to teach, and people with no programming knowledge can quickly set them to perform tasks. Disadvantages: UR3 robot has a small work envelope and the reach is way smaller. It needs maintenance that if it is neglected, it can be damaged. The UR3 robot are collaborative. They cannot work without human assistance and supervision. Installations need to have guarding unless specific requirements are met.
Viper 650 Robot, an articulated robot. Manufactured by Omron Industrial Automation. Articulated robot is one of the most common types of industrial robots. It resembles a human arm in its mechanical configuration. The arm is connected to the base with a twisting joint. The number of rotary joints connecting the links in arm can range from 2 joints to 10 joints, and each joint provides an additional degree of freedom. The joints can be parallel or orthogonal to each other. Articulated robots having 6 degrees of freedom are the most commonly used in industrial robots, as the design offers maximum flexibility. Positive effects on society. Cost-effectiveness is one of the most sound arguments to be made for the case of industrial robots. Robots will reduce production costs by eliminating internal costs to compensate human salaries. Quality assurance is expected with the use of machinery production. Industrial robots will be able to ensure consistency with mass production of manufactured products. Limiting human work in hazardous environments, because manufacturing jobs often place workers at more physical risk compared to a lot of other industries. Negative effect on society. Job loss is by far the most significant opposition frequently brought against the use of robots in manufacturing industry. Industry workers of all levels, from entry-level to veterans, worry about the security of their employment status and the ability of their job to be prepared by a robot. Macro effects are another topic that usually comes up with job loss. More big-picture thinkers wonder how the national and eventually global economy will be affected when manufacturing workers' jobs are displaced. Bringing in robots to take unskilled labor jobs will place more pressure on the economy, education system, and financial market.
Before I will give you the example, let me read first what automation and robotics is. Automation and robotics is a multidisciplinary area of engineering and science involving the fields of mechanical, electrical, computer science, and other engineering-based fields. Robotics refers to the science of design, construction, operation, and implementation of robots as well as computer systems for control, feedback, and information processing.
Now I will give you an example of automation and robotics technologies. Examples of more recent military and agricultural applications in the Philippines are described. Human security is a pressing issue in the country, especially with the persistent threats of terrorism. Recently, the country has dealt with violence in Marawi City brought by an ISIS-inspired terror group. Government forces, though, have had challenges in reoccupying the city because they have not been prepared to handle urban warfare. Terrorists in Marawi have hidden in strategic locations such as buildings and drainages. The military forces have, however, had the advantage of making use of drones as surveillance tools for assessing ground scenarios. These are the examples. This is what we call drone. Drones are robots which can be deployed and utilized in various environments. Employing military robots lead to higher chances of success in missions.
Apart from military applications, robots can also be applied to other sectors to increase productivity and quality of services. For example, the project called Automation of Coconut Sugar Production aims to automate the production of coconut sugar by using robotic systems which utilize sensors to monitor the temperature and status of the coconut. This is the example. With this, the quality of coconut sugar is maintained while increasing the yield of minimizing the production time. The beneficiaries of the said project are now reaping the advantages of the system. The farmers have been trained to operate and maintain the machine.
The La Salle University or DLSU Institute of Biomedical Engineering and Health Technologies has developed wearable robots named Agapay and Taya to assist the country's 32,000 licensed physical therapists in rehabilitation treatments. The two projects, the first, pure Filipino-made physical therapy equipment supported by the Department of Science and Technology Philippine Council for Health Research and Development, were presented to the public in July during the National Science and Technology Week. It is designed as a wearable robot that acts as an external skeleton which can assist the motor movements of the patients. The artificial intelligence-assisted therapy innovation technology is user-friendly and adjustable to the patient's specification. The primary target patients of this technology are stroke patients. Agapay is a cost-effective 3D printed wearable robot to help post-stroke and other injured patients to move their upper limbs better and faster. Meanwhile, Tayo is a wearable machine that helps physical therapists to minimize lifting, mobilizing, and transferring patients with injuries in their lower extremities. There are three major points that can be considered the leading disadvantages of the usage of robots in the field of rehabilitative medicine. First, it cannot respond in times of danger as humans can. Next, the production and purchasing of robots is very expensive, and in this time of economic crisis, this could harm the global economy. And the final disadvantage is the ensuing human dependence on technology and robotics.
So that's the end of our report. Thank you and God bless.